When did you start shaving your head? Looks good.
When did I start shaving? Well, I shaved it. I had him on my first special. I had it shaved. Yeah.
When I saw you in New York
I'm
for the
glad
Patrice
you liked it. I see you
like
losing
it.
the roof there in the back.
Yeah,
You'll be
a
right there with me.
bit. I'll be
We'll
there soon.
do a buddy cop show.
Exactly.
Right? Two balding old guys
Exactly.
going after some hairy criminal.
Bill Burr has a knack for shutting down disrespectful interviewers with razor-sharp wit and unfiltered honesty. From awkward questions to offbeat comments, he knows how to turn the tables effortlessly. Ready to dive into some of his most iconic moments?
How are you? Nice to be here. I'm an easily frustrated individual. Like recently, I went to go buy some t-shirts, right? All I wanted was like one solid color. You know, it took me 20 minutes just to find a t-shirt that was just like one solid color, you know? Because nowadays, all the t-shirts, they have to have like those stupid like balls to the wall sports slogans across them. You know what I mean? They say like above the rim, or like life short, play hard. There's like some 60-pound dork standing there wearing the shirt going, yeah. Yeah, I'm crazy, I got no fear.
To understand why Bill Burr's interactions are so iconic, it's essential to know a bit about the man himself. Born in 1968 in Canton, Massachusetts, Bill's comedy career began in the early 1990s. Over the years, he's gained fame for his stand-up specials like Let It Go, You People Are All the Same, and Paper Tiger. His comedy often revolves around controversial topics, but it's his ability to navigate these subjects with razor-sharp insight that sets him apart. Bill's podcast, Monday Morning Podcast, further showcases his raw and unfiltered style. Beyond comedy, he's also an accomplished actor, appearing in popular shows like Breaking Bad and The Mandalorian. This multifaceted career has made him a frequent guest on talk shows and podcasts, where his authentic personality often shines through, especially when he's faced with disrespect or ignorance. Bill Burr versus morning show hosts.
Is it based on your real life, or is it,
Yeah, no, it's definitely based on my life, but it's, Frank is the character that I play. He's an amalgam of kind of everybody's dad in the writer's room, and he's an old school dad. Like when I was a kid, you were like afraid of your dad. Like he pulled in the driveway, he'd come in the front door, we'd all run out the back door.
Right, wait till your father comes home,
yes,
right?
Yes, absolutely. So it's more of that era.
One of Bill's most iconic moments comes from an appearance on a morning talk show. Morning TV, known for its lighthearted and sometimes superficial tone, doesn't exactly align with Bill's blunt personality. During the interview, the hosts attempted to steer the conversation toward cliched, sanitized topics, but Bill wasn't having it. When one host jokingly dismissed his comedic style as a bit too aggressive, Bill retorted, "Well, maybe I'm just not for people who wake up at 6 a.m. to watch this stuff." His quick comeback left the hosts scrambling, and the audience couldn't help but laugh. Bill's ability to call out the superficiality of the moment without missing a beat is what makes this exchange unforgettable. The Philadelphia Incident, the infamous Philadelphia Incident of 2006.
But you don't stop talking, do you? Like, fuck it, I'll just cook this side for a while, just... You know what's funny? I'm cooking my brain talking about nothing. I'm just walking around like, yeah, I just got a cheeseburger. Oh, fuck all you people. You know what, you fucking losers? I hope you all fucking die, and I hope the fucking Eagles never win the Super Bowl. Go fuck yourselves. Fuck all you motherfuckers.
During a stand-up set, Bill faced a hostile crowd that had booed previous comedians off the stage. Instead of backing down, Bill launched into a scathing 12-minute rant, roasting the audience, the city, and its sports teams. By the end, he had turned the boos into cheers. This moment exemplifies why Bill Burr is so effective in shutting down disrespect. He doesn't cower or placate. Instead, he confronts head-on, using his wit as a weapon. This same attitude carries over into his interviews, where he refuses to let anyone undermine or misrepresent him. The infamous Conan appearance.
This weekend, I understand.
Yes, I did.
Okay, how did it go?
It went great. It was just, big show. Everything went great. And then one person, I was making fun of the military, which you can't do now. Like, we totally went from Vietnam, all the hippies being like, hey, man, you're like a baby killer, man, to like now you got to give like a standing ovation when they walk over to Delta. You know what I mean? Show that you're not in ISIS. Like, I don't know what you have to be doing. Like, thank you. So,
Bill Burr's appearances on late-night shows are legendary, but one particular visit to Conan stands out. When asked about cancel culture, Bill didn't hold back. he criticized the trend of digging up old tweets to ruin someone's career, describing it as a bunch of people with nothing better to do. The conversation took an interesting turn when Conan's co-host Andy Richter attempted to lighten the mood with a joke that fell flat. Bill, instead of letting it slide, pointed out the awkwardness, saying, "Andy, you're better than that." The audience erupted in laughter, and Andy took the jab in good spirits. This moment showcases Bill's ability to read the room and keep everyone on their toes. Bill Burr and Jerry Seinfeld.
Conference call. I can't handle it. This is not a lie. I'm lying in bed at home, and I put the cell phone on speaker, and I throw the phone to the other side of the bed, and I just lie there like this. And I just wait for people to stop talking, and when they stop talking, I just go like, yeah, sounds good. That's my waterboarding, a 45-minute conference call.
When two comedy giants like Bill Burr and Jerry Seinfeld sit down for an interview, sparks are bound to fly. In an episode of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, their dynamic showcased Bill's quick wit and Seinfeld's precision for comedic timing. The two dove into the intricacies of stand-up comedy, including the craft of delivering punchlines and the modern-day challenges comedians face. Bill's raw honesty paired with Jerry's analytical approach made for a fascinating exchange. Jerry at one point attempted to steer the conversation toward the current state of comedy censorship, but Bill, in his classic style, responded with a tongue-in-cheek jab about how comedians love playing the victim these days. The interview highlighted their mutual respect, but Bill wasn't afraid to challenge Jerry's takes. For instance, when Jerry praised clean comedy as being the peak of the craft, Bill laughed and quipped, "Yeah, because nobody's funnier than a guy who won't curse." The back and forth was not combative, but brimming with sharp insights and humor, reminding viewers of the brilliance both men bring to comedy. Bill Burr and Conan O'Brien.
It's something that you and I have talked about because we are friends. We have dined together. We've hung out. Our wives have hung out.
Just pictures with big chalices and candelabras. Conan.
We did. I had a suit of armor brought in and put in the corner.
One of Bill's most iconic interview pairings has to be with Conan O'Brien. The two share a natural chemistry, and their interactions often feel more like banter between longtime friends than a structured interview. In one memorable sit-down on Conan, Bill took over the conversation, hilariously mocking audience members who overreact to basic jokes. Conan, as usual, tried to bring the topic back to a planned segment, but Bill wasn't having it. "You really think anyone cares about these pre-written questions? Let's just riff," he exclaimed to Conan's laughter. Their dynamic works so well because Conan knows when to step back and let Bill shine. For instance, when Conan brought up the outrage culture comedians face, Bill launched into a tirade about how people get offended by everything, joking, "At this rate, someone's gonna sue me for a punchline about their dog." The charm of their interviews lies in their shared ability to take the absurdity of modern culture and make it endlessly entertaining, leaving viewers in stitches every time. The infamous feminist debate.
All right. That was less applause than Bill Burr. Is it because I'm a woman? Oh, and no chair for the woman either. I guess I'll stand. The patriarchy continues.
Stacey.
I know better.
Yeah, Stacey.
You don't talk to broads like this.
Yeah.
What do you mean broads like this,
Well,
William
back in the
Frederick
day,
Burr?
you wanted a woman with wide enough hips so she wouldn't die during childbirth, which you're clearly gonna do. You got C-section written all over you. Back in the day, God killed women like you. Because he knew what cunts you were.
In an interview discussing gender dynamics, an interviewer challenged Bill's jokes about feminism. Instead of backtracking, Bill doubled down. "I joke about everyone," he said. "If I'm making fun of men and women, isn't that equality?" His point resonated with many, as it highlighted the double standards often applied to comedians. By sticking to his principles and refusing to pander, Bill reinforced his reputation as a fearless truth-teller. Bill Burr's ability to shut down disrespectful interviewers isn't just about being witty or confrontational. It's about standing firm in his beliefs, challenging assumptions, and using humor to expose hypocrisy. Whether calling out superficial questions, confronting stereotypes, or addressing criticism, Bill does it uniquely with intellect, humor, and authenticity. These moments remind us why he's a great comedian and a master of navigating today's often tricky media landscape. So, which of these moments was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.